when news broke that Blake Lively hired another lawyer ahead of her highly anticipated lawsuit hearing with Justin Baldoni. Within hours, social media did what it does best, reacted loudly, passionately, and sometimes brutally. Among the flood of opinions, memes, and hot takes, one comment rose above the noise. You can hire as many lawyers as you want, but that doesn't make evidence appear. Blake is so cooked at the moment. It was sharp. It was savage. And whether you agree with it or not, it captured the mood of a growing group of online spectators who believe this legal battle might not be playing out in Blake Lively's favor, at least in the court of public opinion. But here's the real question. Is the internet seeing something the legal system hasn't yet? Or is this just another case of social media jumping to conclusions before all the facts are on the table? Hiring an additional lawyer right before a major court hearing is not exactly a casual move. In Hollywood terms, it's the equivalent of a dramatic pause before the beat drops. For some observers, it signaled preparation and seriousness. For others, it screamed panic. And that's where interpretations started to split. On one side, supporters argued that bringing in another legal expert is simply smart strategy, especially in a high-stakes case involving public figures, reputations, and potentially career-altering consequences. On the other side, skeptics weren't buying it. They saw the move as a sign that things might not be going smoothly behind the scenes. If everything was solid, they wondered, why the last-minute reinforcement? This tension set the stage for the viral comment that followed, and for a wave of online skepticism that hasn't slowed down since. But is hiring more legal help really a red flag, or just good planning? Hold that thought, we're just getting started. You can hire as many lawyers as you want, but that doesn't make evidence appear. What made it go viral wasn't just the wording, it was the implication. The comment suggested three powerful ideas. Legal teams don't replace facts. Money and fame can't magically create proof. Public sympathy may be shifting. And when the commenter ended with "Blake is so cooked right now," it felt less like analysis and more like a verdict. Social media loves certainty, even when real life is messy and unresolved. Still, that comment didn't exist in a vacuum. It reflected a broader sentiment bubbling online, one that's worth examining carefully. So, what exactly are people reacting to? And why does it feel like public opinion is tilting? Let's zoom out. There's an unspoken rule of the internet. Once a narrative forms, it spreads faster than facts. In Blake Lively's case, the narrative some people are pushing is this: more lawyers equals weaker case. Silence or strategy equals guilt. Confidence equals innocence. The truth is, most people have never been inside a courtroom, yet everyone suddenly becomes a legal expert when celebrities are involved. This creates a dangerous but fascinating dynamic. Lawyers argue in court. PR teams manage perception. Fans and critics argue online. And sometimes, the loudest voices are the least informed. That doesn't mean public reaction is meaningless, far from it. Perception can affect careers, endorsements, and long-term reputation. But perception is not the same as proof. Still, why does it feel like Blake is facing an uphill battle right now? The viral comment's power comes from one simple truth: cases rise and fall on evidence. Not vibes. Not lawyers. Not fan support. But here's what often gets lost online. Evidence doesn't always appear instantly. Some evidence is presented strategically, not publicly. What the public sees is rarely the full picture. Legal teams often hold their strongest cards until the right moment. That doesn't mean those cards don't exist. So when people say, "Where's the evidence?" what they're really saying is, "Where's the evidence I can see?" And those are two very different things. Still, patience isn't exactly social media's strongest skill. Which leads us to the next issue: the internet's love affair with hot takes. Hot takes are fast food for the brain. They're spicy, satisfying, and not always good for you. The comment about Blake being cooked fits perfectly into this culture. It's short, dramatic, and easy to repeat. Even if a case is resolved quietly or favorably, the internet never fully forgets. Screenshots live forever. Comments get recycled. Narratives stick. That's why moments like this, viral comments, trending opinions, heated debates matter more than we realize. This story isn't just about Blake Lively or Justin Baldoni. It's also about how we consume controversy. Right now, what's undeniable is this. Blake Lively is standing at the center of a loud, unforgiving spotlight, where every move is dissected and every decision is judged. Do you think hiring another lawyer is a sign of trouble or just smart preparation? Has social media already made up its mind too soon? Or do you believe that where there's smoke, there's fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this with someone who loves celebrity deep dives, and let's keep the conversation thoughtful,